Good morning, folks. The time is 8:13 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 7th of March, 2025. Of course, that is the 8th of March, and that would be a Saturday for our friends on the other side of the planet there. Hello, Australia. Hello, Melbourne. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good today. My name is Lee. I'm the guy that started the group Well I Thought It Was Funny. The original group Well I Thought It Was Funny. And I'm also the guy that started this group Well I Thought It Was Funny. I'm the originator of Well I Thought It Was Funny, folks. That's right. Why am I saying it that way? Because there's a bunch of groups popping up with my graphics and my ideas and even my writing taken up. So I'm asserting that, my friends. But you, I heard that you are you, and I know that you are awesome and that you are cool because you helped me build this group and you helped me build a group that got stolen. And you're going to help us make this group amazing. Why? Because it's already amazing because it has you. We just got to get this group shared a bit more, get a little more activity going on. So, folks, if you see something on the group that you like, click share. Don't copy and paste, please. All right, enough of that. I'm going to probably talk about that later on for the rest of my life. But you know what? I'm done talking about it right now. Let me just adjust my microphone there, just so I was creeping into the view. So yeah, it is a Friday for me, Saturday for some of you folks on the other side of the world there. What do you folks have planned for today? I'll tell you what I'm doing today. Right now I'm doing laundry, so it might be a bit noisy in this video. And later on I don't have any plans, which is just amazing. I'm so happy about that. So laundry right now, make the video. The video takes a few hours usually anyways. And then whatever I want within reason. So looking forward to that. Yesterday we did our taxes as I said I was going to. Went smoothly. I'm getting $45 back. Woohoo! So excited. But that was 15 minutes. Quick to do the taxes. So don't pay anyone to do taxes unless you've got complicated taxes, folks. So that's what I did yesterday, and that's what I'm doing today. Nothing really exciting, folks. But what about you? We heard from Rose Glad. She had finished those socks. They look amazing. I'm going to put a photo of those socks right there. Rose, they look awesome. I'm not pulling your chain or anything, Rose. Great stuff. I love the feedback, and I really hope you don't think we're cyberstalking here or something, because we mention you all the time. And then Melissa Carnahan mentioned that she was spending the afternoon with her grandson, which is awesome. She was in the care of Parker and Goose. I believe Goose is a really handsome pooch, or dog. And so that's what Melissa Carnahan was doing. What are you doing today, folks? What did you do today, and what are you doing tomorrow? Because by the time you watch this video, today's already happening, right? So what's happening today? What's happening tomorrow? I would love to hear it, folks. I just want a little bit of feedback. Want to make a connection. You know, the group is 1,100 folks. Let's see if we can get in touch with as many of them as possible. Let's make this group active and alive. So, what are we doing, folks? What are you doing today? I am super interested in hearing it, my friends. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. You know what? I think we've got to that portion of the video where I feature a couple of your posts. Oh, wait. We got an interloper here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Thatcher. Sorry about that, folks. She's bumping around my feet there. All right, so I've got a couple of posts I want to feature today. One of them from my mom. The other one from Eve Cusac-Seale or Seale. Sorry, Eve. I'm just going to call you Eve. But we do have the two posts to share. We're going to start off with Eve's. Bringing that up right now. It's all about perspective, my friends. Just made me laugh. I saw this right before I started the video this morning, and it made me laugh. And the other one I saw last night before I went to bed. All right, Eve, I really appreciate that. It really made me laugh. Because once again, it's all about perspective, right? So, drop that one down. Now, the next one is from my mom, from Maureen Mathurin. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mom. Love you. Here we go. Sorry about the curse word, folks, but we are adults, and at least it's not an F-bomb. I don't know why I found this one so funny, but I found this one so funny. I actually had to decline somebody posting the same one this morning. I think it was Kel's Weeks. My apology, Kel's. But it was just posted last night by my mom. Thanks, Mom. Thank you, Eve. I really appreciate your posts, folks. I love the fact that you're posting them. Keep them coming in. Make me busy. Make me have to spend time, curating those posts. I would love to be busier about that because because we got to grow, and that's how we're going to grow, my friends. We grow because of what you show. That sounds stupid, but it's true. You know what? And as I said earlier, make sure make sure you do what you want, my friends. I'm not the boss of you. But if you could share the group, like when you find a post that's funny, don't just copy and paste it to your feed. Actually hit that share. Maybe once in a while just hit share on the group itself. It's up to you, but I'd really like to see us grow because we are currently in competition with ourselves, and that is crappy. But thank you so very much for those posts, folks. You know, I'm going to feature your posts if they pop up in front of me and make me laugh. That's the only prereq I have for featuring posts. I do share a few from, you see the same names pop up a lot. That's because this group is significantly smaller than the old group was, but we're growing, and the more you post, the more I can share. So I'm looking forward to sharing your post tomorrow, folks. You know what? We got here pretty quick, didn't we? Where are we? This is the part where we figure out where we are. So we started the video. I told you what time it was here. I told you what the date was here and the date on the other side of the world. Hello, Melbourne! Then, you know, I know I complained a little bit about the other group, and I complained about it a bit again, but that happens. My apologies. Let's keep this fun. Then we talked about our days. Talked about me doing taxes yesterday, doing laundry today. Then we talked about Rose's day and how she finished those socks. They look amazing. I love that space theme. And then Melissa Carnahan also told us that she had spent the day yesterday, or the afternoon, with Parker and Goose, her grandson, and the pooch. So that was awesome. I appreciate you sharing that. And then we shared a couple of posts. One from Eve Cusac-Seale. I apologize if I'm not saying that right. And from my mom, Maureen Mathurin. 2 great posts. Thank you very much, ladies. You made me laugh very much. Love you, Mom. And that got us here. And from here, we usually go right to the bad jokes. A great company merger. Xerox and Wurlitzer joining forces to make reproductive organs. Show me Stalin's grave and I'll show you a communist plot. I just heard a rumor that the biggest user of whiteout is the Department of Corrections. Did you hear about the butcher that backed into his meat grinder? He got a little behind in his work. Why is girlfriend 1 word and best friend 2 words? Because a best friend leaves you a little space when you need it. I once had a job where all I did was drill holes all day. It was boring. What starts with an E, ends with an E, and has 1 letter in it. Envelope. You know, gonorrhea would have been a great name for a diarrhea medicine. I buy my guns from a guy named T-Rex. He's a small arms dealer. How do penguins know when something's wrong? It smells fishy. You know what? I say it every day because I repeat myself lots. I am so happy that I've got people that come back for those jokes. I'm just happy I got people that come back, actually. But especially for the bad jokes. You know, I put a lot of work into those. It may not seem like it, but it's the hardest part of the video to do, and the video takes me a couple of hours, and it's only like 20 to 30 minutes long usually. So, thank you for coming back for that. It's worth the effort. If I've got, you know, if I got 1 person coming back, it's worth the effort. The fact that I've got maybe 6 or 7 people coming back, that makes me happy. And I should mention that I do post those jokes on Instagram, and I post them on my YouTube channel. There's links down below to my YouTube channel. Probably going to put a link to my Instagram channel. Not that it's important or anything, just letting you know that those links are there. If you ever want to see them, I've got a playlist of all the jokes. I think we're up to 96 right now. I did do a few jokes in the videos before, but it wasn't as just a segment. So 96 in a row. Gonna hit 100 in a few days. Maybe I'll do something for that 100, maybe a compilation or something like that, which is harder than it seems. So, it's just an idea. Also, I got several of those jokes from our friend David Knapp. Thank you, David. I really appreciate that. Got another email from David. I think that's 3 days running with jokes. Really appreciate it because these are harder and harder to do every day. It's easier when you supply me with jokes, though, too. And I would love to tell your jokes, not just David's, but anyone's jokes, as long as they're... as long as I can use them. Send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwas.com. That's jokes@wellithoughitwas.com. There's a link for that up in the notes, though, of course. I do have it written down here. Oh, sorry. You can't actually click that link because of the way Facebook is. You can't click the email links, but you can copy and paste it, or you can write it in. jokes@wellithoughitwas.com. I will keep an eye out there for your jokes, and if I use your joke, I'm giving you credit for it. So don't worry, I'm not just going to take a joke and steal it. Once again, David Knapp gave me a bunch of jokes today. Really happy about that. Thank you very much. There's always that penguin joke in there, at least for the last little while. Penguin jokes are coming originally from the Penguin Biscuits. They're a UK confection. They're also known as biscuit bars. Rectangular chocolate cookie, not very big. Each one's individually wrapped. Each one has a penguin joke on it. I got a whole bunch of penguins that I bought from an import shop looking to get new jokes. I got ripped off. I bought 5 packages, 6 cookies in each package, each with a joke on it. Guess what? Every package had the same 6 jokes. So if you have access to penguins, if you live in the UK, if you have access to the penguin cookies, I don't want a bird, penguin cookies, and you want to make a deal, I will buy them off you if you send them to me, please. I want some more of those jokes. But even easier, if you are somebody who likes to eat these penguin biscuits, please snap a picture of the joke and the joke answer and message me, and send that to jokes at Well I Thought It Was, or even just write them down and send them in. I would love it. I want those jokes. I want to continue doing that part of my joke segment with the jokes, because I kind of have fun cutting out McVitie's there. That's right. So yeah, if you've got access to penguins where you live, once again, I'm talking about the cookies, and you want to make a deal, I need some cookies, biscuits, because I want those jokes. I really do. So talk to me, direct message me, leave me a note in the video. I'm not joking. I really do want these. I understand there's not many people watching, and probably nobody from the UK watching right now too, so that's probably got a lot to do with it. But still, pass the word. And speaking of that, I'm going to call out McVitie's/Platis. McVitie's is the company that makes the penguin biscuits. Platis is the company that owns McVitie's. What am I doing here? I am talking to you, McVitie's, Platis, directly. I do these jokes every single day. I've just about hit my 100th joke segment, which is coming up in 3 days, maybe 4. You should be part of it. You should be part of it. Get on it right now. There's not much time left. Every day I do one of your jokes. I've been doing for, must be a month now at least, for specifically the penguin jokes. And I talk about the penguin biscuits. I mention McVitie's, the company, and Platis now. You know what? I've already got your logo up there. Why don't you sponsor my joke videos? I will get rid of the not sponsored by. We'll make that look a lot better. Heck, I'll even look for a penguin hat if I have to. Sponsor my videos. It's going to be super, super reasonable, McVitie's. Super reasonable. Number one, I just want some jokes, or the cookies and the jokes. I'll settle for the jokes if you can supply those. And, this is a big and, tiny bit of cash. It's not a big and, it's the smallest part of it. I want the cookies, number one. If you can supply me with a little bit of cash, that's great, but that's not the important part. The important part right now is the jokes. Help me with those jokes, McVitie's. You can help me out, I'll help you out. You're gonna look great, and we're gonna look great. We'll grow together. All right, folks, enough of that craziness, but I do appreciate you folks coming for the jokes. And if anyone from McVitie's is out there, contact me at admin@wellithoughtitwas.com. That's admin@wellithoughtitwas.com. Please, I'm waiting for you. Hey, 2 quick favors I'm going to ask of you. I ask you to do these favors every day. If you get a chance today, and if you're in an appropriate situation and you're around humans, try to make somebody laugh. Try to make somebody laugh. If you make somebody laugh, you've made their day better no matter what. It could be a crappy day, it could be a good day. It's better because they laughed, and it's better because of you. The other thing I'm going to ask you, along the same lines, I've asked you to make somebody else laugh. You, my friend, are just as important. I hope you find something to make you laugh, so please try to laugh today. Those are the favors I ask. Try to make somebody laugh, and please laugh today. That's what I want you to do. That's the whole idea of starting this group, is to make people laugh. Starting the other group, starting these groups is just to make people laugh, my friends. Let's do it. Let's make people laugh. All right, little awkward portion of the video I do every day. We have a donation page. We're talking spare change. We're talking $2, $3, or $5. What is it? Well, you can go to our PayPal page. I do have this QR code right there. I have the link down here, and I have a clickable link in the notes. If you want to help us out, that's so we can dedicate more time to the group, making the group grow, spending time, making sure that the garbage is taken out and the good stuff's left in. You can help us with that. It's a quick little thing. It brings you to a PayPal page, and there's 3 options, actually 4 options, $2, $3, or $5. This is Canadian funds, by the way. So if you're in the States, that $2 is closer to $1.70, and of course it scales the same way because your dollar's worth more than us. So it's even less if you're in the States. If you think this is worthwhile, what we're doing, and you want to help us grow, because we really want to grow this group to get up to the heights that we were at before, any contribution would definitely be appreciated, and we will, of course, shout your name from the rooftops if you help us out with that. And I also want to be clear that 50% of all donations since February 21st will be going to the Calgary Humane Society. Now that means we've only got $7 so far, so it's $3.50. I would make it more, but we're gonna sort of let that build up, hopefully, and we can give them a significant amount. But 50% of all donations will be going to the Calgary Humane Society. Along those same lines, my friends, we have a fantastic store. We really do. Take a look at that coffee cup. It's a 15-ounce coffee cup. Look at the graphics on there. Those are my original graphics, my friend. I took the picture of the cow. I put that all together. That's my work. So if you see it anywhere else, 100% mine. You can get that from our store. 15 ounces, like 2 cups of coffee. We've got t-shirts. We've got the 3/4 sleeve rock shirt, which I think looks fantastic. I call that the 80s rock shirt. We've got this freaking awesome hoodie. Look at that. It looks great. It is so warm. It is a fantastic hoodie. Feels like a hug. It really does. Nice and soft on the inside. It's Gildan brand, so it's a high quality cotton sweatshirt, cotton hoodie. Looks great. We got a cell phone case. That's their iPhone cases. They look great too. We've got a tote bag. Take a look at Rose's tote bag. She's going to get tired of me showing these off. Rose glad about the tote bag, and she let us know that, number 1, it's great. Number 2, it's great for hauling your food. Number 3, it's great for books. Number 4, that's number 4, sorry. It is fantastic for hauling around your rubber chickens. That's the greatest endorsement I've ever heard. Thank you so very much, Rose. I really appreciate that. We also have ladies' high-waisted panties. Don't ask me why. I'll tell you why. I was requested that I put them in there, so they're in there. I think they look great from the mock-ups. You know, let me know if you do get any of our products, whether what you think of them. So far we've had nothing but good feedback. People like what they're getting. They said it's good quality, and that makes me happy. So folks, check out our store there. We've got our link down here, but you can click the link up under notes there. If I said I had a QR code, I think I was lying. I don't have a QR code for this. I only have a QR code for the donations. But at the same time, I would love to see it in our swag, because you look fantastic, and I think this stuff looks fantastic, and it really, really helps out. I really got to claim this. I really got to make my claim on this graphic now, because it is being used around there, and having that out there like that will really help. Plus, I'm not lying. They're good quality and they look good. And I want you to know, folks, if there's something else you'd like to see in that store, it's usually not too hard for me to add it. There's a company called Printful that I work with for the products, and they have a huge catalog of stuff that I can customize with our graphics. So let me know. I'd be happy to do that. I don't know, maybe stickers, slippers. I don't know what you like, but let me know. And if I can do it, I'll make it happen. If I can't, I'll let you know why. All right, folks, this is the time we start to wrap things up. I've got more to say, but I don't want to just drone on about things that aren't funny. And I think I'm saying more stuff that's not funny in today's video because I've got other stuff on my mind. I do want to say, and I've said it before, thank you for being here. Folks, 1,100 folks in one place is amazing. And, put them in one house, and you're not going to be one in that. You're not going to want to be in the house, right? So let's call it the funniest village on the internet. Population, you and I, my friends. We're funny people living in a funny place, and we're making people laugh. So let's get some more people to move into our village, and let's turn this village into a city again, because we can do it. I know we can do it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. And part of me is not looking forward to the hard work, but the reward is worth it. So we're going to do it. It's tough right now. Kind of stagnant. We're sitting at 1,100, and we haven't grown. Let's grow. Let's grow. Let's grow. So the only way we're going to grow is if we keep sharing, my friends. So I thank you very much. You're already doing a great job there. And you folks make me happy. You make me laugh, my friends. And that makes me a better person. So thanks for making me a better person. You know what? I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm going to actually wrap it up now. I just want to say thank you for being awesome, my friends. Thank you for being here. I'm going to be here again tomorrow. Hopefully you're going to be here. Hopefully we'll have a couple more people with us. All the love, my friends.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.
That was funny.